And what's been
You
up?
know I have to come up for my daddy's
Oh my
birthday. Happy birthday,
God.
daddy.
No other people be watching. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, Francis. Thank you so much. What have you been up to? What did you think of the game, or you just came up to talk shit?
No, I saw a little bit. No, you know I always come to talk shit. It's not. I mean, I don't know. I like the old school game,
Okay.
like the original old school game. I wish they would have done it more like that. I think they messed up. Like if they really wanted, I mean, I think Power Rangers is dead, dead. They just keep putting more nails in the coffin until it's.
uh yeah, it is. It is going down. It is what it is, man. They rushed it out. They need that money. And the gameplay is highly repetitive. But it's there's not much
But maybe
variety.
younger kids will like it. You know what I mean? Maybe us
No,
we won't. You don't think so?
that game is for the older people. That
Really?
yeah, that game is not for you
That
some
looks
young
like Axel
kids.
could play that shit. I don't. That stuff.
Yeah, I
I don't
mean he
know.
could play it. I mean, but he doesn't know any better.
Well, he's 3, so let's
Exactly.
get it
So
together.
people who don't know any better, that game could be everything. My daughter like, that's a great game. But the people like me who've played plenty of games,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Like I'm not a game player, but I would play it. Do I think it's great? No, I would play it just because it's Power Rangers. To be honest, that's the only reason why I would play
And
it.
that's the only reason why a lot of people are playing it,
Yeah.
for
Other
sure.
than that, I wouldn't. I wouldn't waste my time.
Now, we didn't get your opinion on this whole David Yost, they lied situation. So you fell asleep on that stream.
I always fall asleep lately. Sorry.
And we do got your boy Brent back here.
Fuck
But
Brent.
what did
It's fuck Brent
you
for life.
for life?
For
Oh
life.
God, for life.
For life because he doesn't let it go. So I'm standing on business. He says I don't stand on business, so I'm standing on business. It's fuck Brent for life.
Oh, okay.
And he lucky that I don't really care because his little, it's funny the difference between him coming on your platform
The
and
victim.
he
They're
going
saying,
on
hey,
Renee's platform, right? Or other people's platforms because I go on my daddy's platform, so everyone in my daddy's platform knows me and knows that I go off and all this stuff, and knows that Brent's receipts, because I've seen the receipts that he has, um in Renee's channel, all they have is his receipts, so they're like, yeah, he's the truth and you and I are liars.
I
But
don't
it's like,
care.
if people would just like go forward the same videos he has as receipts, it negates the point that he made. But whatever, I digress. David Yo's situation with Walter
And
and
no one is
JFK.
going to come out. Yeah, so let's play the video out and say it.
Okay.
Hence, hey, Brent, delete this. It's probably gonna get out. Well, it did get out. Hold on, let me see. And as a result of it getting out, they released their whole video talking about how they contradicted what they said. I'm trying probably to play gonna get out. Well, it did get out. And
You want to play the
Never
David
agreed
Yo's
to
tape?
that. So I don't, that
there
was
we go. In part, there was never agreement. So I just want to play the part where David Yost talks to stick together.
no,
Oh, I saw it. I didn't want to.
I don't agree. They lied
Oh, they did?
at the beginning of it.
Oh, so you guys never agreed to...
We never agreed to that. So I don't, that was a big lie.
There go Brent, like, oh. So, what are your
I'm gonna say
thoughts on
my thoughts on
this?
that, right? As someone that has worked with David, got, been on the back end of cons with him, been in personal, conversations and phone calls and interactions. I believe David, right? And I believe David. I know Brent says, "Well, I don't believe him because he wanted me to delete." Look at the extremes he went to delete it. And I feel like because he went to the extremes to get it deleted is why I believe him even more, right? And I know that for Brent, like I said, I'm not like Brent. I did feel genuinely sorry for him, because you can see in his face in that video that he was crushed, right? So I know understand his feelings that he's crushed, so he doesn't want to believe David, but I believe David 100%. From the beginning, I said that I 100% believe that David sent the security out for Brent. 100%. I always said that, and I always said he was never going to get his money back. And because I've been in situations with David at cons, right? And in a business sense. Now, I think that David should have obviously handled it in a different a different way. But I've always said that there should be blame on both the con, the security, and David, right? It shouldn't. Brent wants to put the blame only on David. The con was smarter because they went and offered Brent a free VIP and all this stuff, and we'll give you the money back because they didn't want the backlash. And in the end, they got what they wanted because Brent hasn't really talked shit about the con or um or the security themselves, right?
Correct.
But I relieve David Yost 100%. And I think because he was telling the truth, he tried to get it deleted because it was like word vomit for him, word diarrhea. I think he put his guard down the minute he saw the video. He was probably disgusted at the fact that they were lying, and he just blurted it out to Brent. Realized who Brent was at some point, and was like, "F, I messed up. I need that deleted ASAP." Because if you go through their con schedule, they had multiple shows and they're still scheduled for multiple shows together. From a
Ooh.
business standpoint, I would go through any means necessary to get that video, right? Obviously, I wouldn't send security after Brent, right? I wouldn't do that. I would be like, I would probably tell security, yo, bring him to me and offer him anything off the table and be like, hey, you want anything off the table? Just please delete the video, right? That's how he should have handled it. He would have kept Brent as a fan. He would have made Brent happy. And Brent, at the end of the day, would have had, the special information that nobody got until Brent, was able to recover the video. So kudos for that only. Only for that, I give him kudos because he recovered the video and he got something very valid. And I agree with 100% with David because their stories have changed a lot. You yourself put interviews where Walter said one thing and then it goes back to another. JDF, when he was alive, his story was consistent. Amy's has been consistent. David, although I don't think we have that many videos about him talking about it, have been consistent. And I don't think David's a liar. I think David does have, his sense of I always say he has a dry sense of humor and a dry way, but it was so quick. Like,
So
it's like
quick.
if
It
you
was
see some,
lightning
like
fast.
they lied,
He
super
didn't
lie,
even have
big
to
lie.
think
Like,
about it.
exactly. When you want to lie, you have to think about it. Like, yeah, I have this 900-year-old katana, and no, these big bully guys with brass knuckles, and they they threw they grabbed my girlfriend. They tried to take her out the window. Come on, you know what I mean? Like, you hesitate when you lie. He had no hesitation at all, at all. And it's a shame that Brent had such a sour interaction that he doesn't believe it, because in that video, Brent sounded like he believed
Oh,
David 100%.
Brent said
100%.
if David wouldn't have had
He would have
him
believed him.
he would have believed him.
100%. And
So
I don't know what Brent at the end of the day wants from this, because he says he doesn't want to cancel him, but he wants people to know what happened. And I think that if Brent, right, because I'm just gonna talk my shit always. Brent is not an open-minded person. Brent is stuck on his ways no matter what. Even if the Almighty will come down from heaven and be like, Brent, you're wrong, he probably be like, well, God, Henry said that the money was for Walter's guarantee and blah blah blah, right? So then but he won't, he won't go past that. A few
yeah,
minutes
he won't
later,
go past
I
that.
came
Yeah.
back and said, no, 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 it wasn't for his guarantee, because he says that I never refuted what you said. When I did. Or, the fact that you played the horse, which is JDF, saying, give Zach this money and shut the hell up. Like, you know what I mean? But, I digress. Let me not mention that Walter shit again. Because he's gonna
He
bring
come
it up
back.
now once
Oh,
you
oh,
bring it
oh,
up.
you want to go there? Oh, okay, we're
Yeah,
doing
you want to
this?
go there, Francis? Henry, Henry's a liar. And what was that he said on Renee's last
I
thing?
don't
Henry knows he's lying. That's why he won't face me or say
know.
anything about it. But whatever. I digress. The point is,
Y'all watched?
I mean,
I honestly I didn't watch any Brent
I know you
interviews
didn't.
on other platforms.
I watch it to support Renee, but like I told Brent, when I actually really really do care, maybe one day, once I finish this remodeling in my room, and actually do a video, I'll probably maybe I'll respond to his little receipts. But until then, he's gonna have to wait. I don't know what's the point of, bringing up something that is dead, and is water under the bridge for Walter and myself, who were actually involved in the situation, who actually were, are affected by the situation. Because Brent has no horse in the race. Nothing affects him with that Walter tape. So I don't know why he's obsessed with it. He should be obsessed with this David situation because he was actually part of the conversation, right? If I were Brent, because since Brent says he stands on business, next time David Yost is in a convention, I would show up. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna go, right? I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be welcomed in conventions that David's in. He might not even be able to go near his table, right? Because we don't know now how David's gonna react after everything has been released. Um, I don't think David's a bad dude. I think he's a normal human being that makes mistakes, and I think that his interaction with Brent was a mistake. I think he had word vomit, realized he did word vomit, and then was like, delete that shit. And if he would have, like, even Brent said it, if he would have done it in a respectful way, in a
Yeah, Brent
different
would have
way, he
deleted
he
it.
would have deleted it. Because Brent is maybe in hiding a David Yost fan.
He's still a
Like,
David
he
Yost
was
fan.
giddy as fuck, happy as hell. Like, it broke. Like, when I saw that video, it was like a child,
Yeah,
like,
this is a
in
tough
a
watch.
candy store, right? Like, happy as hell. And that's what I told you. Like, everyone's like, oh, don't worry, you won't feel bad for him later. And that sure did happen. I was like, oh, I feel bad. And then he went in because he has to mention me everywhere he goes. um but I do think, like, if I had that situation, to be honest, I would have not really, I'm gonna be honest, I would have not released the David Yost video yet. I would have addressed it with him first, David, and I'm like, yo, like, you went through all this. Because I don't like that. Just the same with Walter. I knew he was gonna be in the same building, and I was just like, let me go and see him at New York Comic Con. Now, I didn't do it with Austin because Austin's never addressed me personally, right?
Right.
He's never been like JDF's assistant, even though people have told me he said, how I'm a horrible person or whatever, or I'm Jason's guard dog or whatever, whatever the hell he made me. I'm his guard dog, wolf. I don't know what the hell he said. But the point is, like, he's never addressed a situation like me doing videos on him directly, right? Walter came on here and said, "Oh, that's the wrong information or whatever." So I'm a big girl. I'll straight up be like, "Yo, what's up?" And that's what I do with Walter. Now, if any of them were to one day be like, "Well, Francis said this and this and that," to anyone, and it got to me, I would pull up on them too. Like, I'm like, "What? What's up?" You know what I mean? I was in your Comic Con, and everybody was staring, but nobody came up. Nobody came up to me and be like, and people knew,
Ooh.
because there was a part, I went to a booth and they already knew that I was in the building before I even got to the
But
booth.
how dare you speak to me
So,
that way?
you know what I mean? It's just, that's how things are, I guess. I think Brent, I think he did good. I'll give him that, to actually recover the video and he gave us gold,
That was gold.
gold,
That's gold.
gold. But the problem with Brent is his damn mouth. He ruins it. What he does with
Yeah.
good with one hand, he ruins it with the next.
This is
Um,
this is true. As I receive some information about Brent in my DMs, I'll let them know
oh Lord.
about
But
him asking questions about Jenna at a certain con.
well, first of all, Jenna's a little girl. How old is I don't know how old Bren is, but he's older than Jenna. Like, Jenna's a little girl. That I think that, to be honest, Brent should just move on his obsession with JDF and just move on to someone else. JDF is gone. JDF is not gonna answer back. JDF is not gonna cancel him at a con. JDF is not gonna send security out, to do a square formation at a con. So, like, move on. He's gone. I mean, and to ask all these questions about his daughters. I'm include Pearl. Like, it's just dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
Pearl, who's
they're doing
Pearl?
what they're doing. Who's bro?
You said
What? I said bro?
you said you're gonna include his daughters.
Plural. Plural.
Plural. Oh, plural.
Oh, not
Plural.
bro. I don't, I don't mention the prodigal son. But fuck him. Fuck him for life.
Gosh.
That's it. I mean, I don't hate Brent, but it is fuck Brent for life. I just think Brent is confused. I think if Brent was a little more open minded, I would actually get along with him because he is opinionated. We can't take that from him. But he's just like, I can't be with someone that is just like the wall, like talking to the wall. Like there's just nothing. And that's something that with life experiences, hopefully he learns. You can't be a brick wall. Sometimes you have to turn, give your arm a turn and face things. You're not always right. I'm not always right. I He says something about like, oh, because I lied. I never lied about the situation. I remembered something from 10 years ago. You know what I mean? It's different. um and it's just like so many things that he says
So
that
this
I
is
hear
about
that
Yost
sometimes I'll
being
be
an
like, are you
asshole.
really that dense? Because he's not dumb. And thank you, Brent, for saying that I'm not done dumb. At least you admit that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I had to come up for my daddy's birthday, to show
Okay.
my love. Always. I
I
hope many, many, many more years and that we all see it and that you keep growing and growing and being blessed. And maybe one day you marry again into a good.
what the
I wanted to see your face. Y'all saw his face. He was like, but no, I
She
do.
lost
I
me,
do.
guys. She lost me.
I know he was like,
There's
but no,
there's no marriage ever.
what Sean said, hate you or love you, because you have a lot of haters and you have a lot of people that love you. You brought a lot of people together. I I started my channel because of you. I owe my channel to you. You
Oh,
know, I was a bitch to you. If you were another one, you would have been like, "Fuck that bitch." I was a bitch. I was like, what do you care? I was like, who the fuck are you?
I was
Why are you writing
persistent.
to me? I was bad. But
Persistent.
you continued and continued. He's got stuff out of me. Like it's just that's how you are. Henry likes to
Amen.
dig. But thank you. Thank you for being alive at our time and for giving so much of yourself to everybody because it's not easy. You're going through
Oh, I'm in
divorce and
hell.
child stuff and all that, and you always here laughing and trying to make us laugh, even though I know sometimes you're down in the dumps and you don't show that. Even when you talk to me, you'll be like, "I'm gotta do this fucking video today." I'm like, you tell me some like tragic news, and he's like, "All right, Francis, I gotta go edit because I gotta do this video."
I
I'm like,
do. I be having. I got. I'm missing out on this Mizkit video. I got
and you
him.
know what's crazy? That as the more I'm your friend, and we do talk almost every day. I'm super every day. We at least say hi, right? I'm noticing that I'm doing that too. Today at work, somebody was like, and I was like, get it the fuck together and just go to work. Like, just finish your work and cry later. Like, it's just like I'm becoming,
The
and it's not being hard. It's just
transformation is
yeah, but
happening
it's even with
because
myself, like I was all like, "Ugh, I couldn't sleep because I have, stuff on my mind." And today I was like, what the fuck? Who am I? Get it the fuck together, Francis, and do it, get it together. Like now you were like, yo, where you been? And I was like, I gotta go on his stream because I have been in my ass.
an
But
MIA.
I've learned a lot from you, so thank you. On your birthday, I have to be appreciative of who you are and who you
Okay.
are, what you mean to my life. Like people
Oh,
might think like, oh, look at them two. You know
Love of my
that this is
life.
just a show. Henry's probably my best friend, to be honest,
holy
and my
shit!
teacher. I talk to you more
Holy.
than I talk to people. Sometimes I'll be like, sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all an inside story, right? I hardly pick up anybody's phone call because usually my phone is either thrown around or Axiel's driving me nuts or I'm cooking and cleaning and doing something. So I hardly pick up people's phone call. But like when Henry calls, there's a special way. I always know it's him. Um, I'm like, I'm gonna pick it up. Or I'll be like, yo, I'm in a conference call. I'm meeting at work. I'll call you back. You know what I mean? Like I make sure that I answer because you have to give importance to people. Sometimes we forget, right? We get so closed into our mind that we forget. I almost lost a friend. I'll be honest. Like some people I don't pick up, and somebody got upset, and I'm like, yo, I was going. Sometimes you got lock yourself up in your head, and you just don't get out of it. And with you, I'm slowly learning, like the fuck out of my head. You know
No,
what I mean?
no
And do
one
what I gotta
cares,
do.
man.
Who fucking cares,
Bitch. He's like, do
bitch?
the fucking video, bitch. That's what he tells me.
Yeah,
But bring
man,
up
guys,
Brent
no
so
one
he could
cares
talk
about your
his crap.
problems, man. But all
Bring
right.
up Brent so he could talk his little crap. I thank you. I love you guys. I'll probably do a stream sometime soon. I'm almost done. I'm like 5 days away from actually finishing my room situation. So
All
my
right.
I'm it's crazy. I've been remodeling. I got over my head, but it's gonna be better because I'll be able to stream more and do more videos. I'm actually gonna have
Finally.
privacy to do my motherfucking shit. So it's great. So Brent, maybe I might just care enough to give you some time.
Ooh, what
Bye,
type of
Daddy.
time? All right. All right. Thank you, Francis, for coming up. Really appreciate you and all your kind words. Thank you. Goodbye.